Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Rivia. Yes, we are back finally here in our ever-expanding colony of here in Timberborn. And yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, we had some problems. If you're not following the other Beaver Town series or Farming Simulator series, had to take a little break. Had a little tornado run through my neighborhood, damaged the house, which has caused me to spend a little time dealing with that problem. So this is the first episode of Rivia since the tornado, yeah, damaged my house. That still is yet to be repaired. But we are here. I'm fine. Everything's fine. But, you know, we are going to do some improvements here in Rivia. So let's get out of this screen here. We are in Gundarak. As you can see, if you recall, we built this beautiful power bank of gravity batteries. They're full up. We are 3 days until a drought arrives, which is womp womp. So this is the challenge of ironteeth hard mode. I guess hard mode, technically. We're just playing the ironteeth. So I did receive a comment, and I do think it's a great one, is we have all of our charging stations over here. So the poor the poor bots have to walk all the way over here to charge, when in reality, they work. Well, work. Not working too hard here at the moment, but they technically work here and over here as well. So what we're going to do is I do want to put some charging stations, I think, right along here. I think that's what we're going to do. And yeah, I think we can make this nice and simple for now. If we can remember where we parked them. There we go, charging stations. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to leave that path available in case I do want to run something down here. But we are going to come right across. Now, I could switch things around and I could move, you know, this path and all this. But you know what? We're going to make this work. I want to make this work here. And so for now, we are going to put all these here. And we're going to have to come underneath. So we are going to temporarily delete this. And we are going to landscape it. We're going to prioritize this. So let's see if we can get explosives brought. Somebody? Bueller? Anyone? Oh, there we go. Who are you? Ironbot 217. Let's rename him Bringer of Explosives. So thank you, sir. Very much appreciate it. Actually, in fact, we're going to have somebody else bring... let's see. Because we're going to explode that. I'm going to have a pipe come underneath. We can have it pop up here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. We need this one done as well. So hopefully Bringer of Explosives also brings... Actually, let's find that out. Bringer of Explosives? Hello? Are you Bringer of Explosives? No, you're not. Well, you are, technically. But that's fine. Okay, so we're... Ooh, let's bring that to normal speed. We can detonate these guys. Thank you very much. Pause. Did I... Oh, I actually... Oh, man. I actually thought I had power running underneath here. I do not. Yeah, I did this channel. Oh. Oh. What to do now? Well, that is a bit of a conundrum. Ooh. So that one comes up and through. Well, over. Can't bring it down there. And the problem I would currently have with trying to bring it down from one of these buildings, they're all above ground. Oh. You know what, Sargon, you should do a better job of doing a little recon ahead. So let me ponder this for a moment and we'll be right back. Okay, I think we have a plan. Yes. Okay, but the first part of this plan is we're just going to kind of, undo that. So let's put these in here. We're going to come over here. We're going to come and we're actually going to put some of these charging stations here as well for the guys that work right here. So I think we will get rid of this explosives. And then at the same time, we can just... Well, we've got two options. Yeah, well, we've got a bunch of terraformers just sitting around doing nothing. So, but we are going to put a staircase here, get rid of this. We can come back into landscaping. And we can put some here and here. And here as well. So they can come right across. We do some pathing. Thank you very much. And we might as well fill in a few spots here with charging stations. And now this is where the rest of the plan comes together. We will, at the same time, why don't we do this? Once again, because we do have all the terraformers. So that is fine. So we can put a block here. And then we can put a platform. As night falls, we can speed things up. And we are going to put, as you can see here, just some simple power shafts. And then we have the choice, I think for now, let's come in and yeah, let's just put some platforms. We can turn the power for good, not for evil. And now we can run it through here. I might undo this and then have this come over or under, because I was thinking about putting a staircase there potentially, but not at the moment. So, okay, with this, we need to make sure we can get the power connected as quickly as possible. So we are going to prioritize, let's do this 2 times speed. There we go. If we prioritize all of that, that should work out well. And then here, yeah, we can fill this in here. Another charging station. We can put that in. You know what also would be good, Sargon, is if you reconnect the path. There you go. So we now have all of this under construction orders. I think everything is accessible. Yes, it is. All nice and good. They're building this one. So this will make it a lot more efficient for the bots that work here and here to charge here and here. But they can also come over here if they wish. Plenty of opportunity. Although given the power demands, we're still okay. But we just might have to decommission some of these, probably over here. But that is a future Sargon problem or challenge or tasking to do. But before we leave, we'll just have a look, quick little look-see here. I think things are fine. Got beavers employed. So all of that is well underway. Let's see the pine resin. Ooh, plenty of pine resin, but plenty of room for storage. So we're good. Oh, and there we go. We now have power. Bots should be more efficient. But speaking of efficiency, we are going to finally get to redoing our food production area in Beavertown proper. Yeah, over here, thanks to update 4, we now have the options of making this more efficient. I'm going to pause just because, you know, at one point we nearly destroyed our colony. But I don't want to have the distractions of beavers running around. We're just going to get rid of a lot of this. And then this as well. And then this. Come into food. And we just need the 3rd food factory to go boom right there. Perfect. So that's eggplant rations, algae rations. So that's corn rations. Well, let's get rid of these folks. All of this, everything must go. It's a big sale. Okay, so that's that. Now we can come in and do our fermenters again. And we can put this in. Oh, that power is going to have to move. So this is a bigger deal than I recall. But you know what? We're also going to get rid of this. Everything must go. Yeah, we might be without power for a little bit, but it's fine. And actually, speaking of power, I would love to figure out a way to connect these this engine, and maybe another engine to the main power system. But for now, it can remain disconnected. So if we come underneath, get all the way down, power comes here, and I think we need to move it over 1. So what we are going to have to do is we're going to have to come in with our landscaping. Oh, we're also going to have to get rid of some trees or some dead trees, which is fine. We can do that. Not a problem. Those can go. So we can do this. We can now get rid of that. We can get rid of this. Now the question is, do I have it? We could make this easier. We could have it zig, zig, zig. But you know what? I think we can decommission all of this at this point. Let's just do that. That has to go too. And then maybe, just maybe, we can get them to pick up after themselves. All right, so they can come across. That is good. Now here we can get the recipes, at least one of each going. We can do the mushrooms last. This needs to have a platform. But we could terraform it, but we'll do platforms for now. And oh, we can now do landscaping here. Once again, let's make sure all of that is prioritized because we need this to go. It must go. Come to power. That can go there. And before we forget and muck things up, we can put a fermenter right there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get it all going. Go, go, go. So daytime will break. Now this can be fermented mushrooms. There we go. And what is the power requirements of this? None? 0, I guess? We'll find out in the morning. I can't recall. Actually, the easy, quick way. This does require 120 horsepower. Actually, let's pause. Actually, let's pause things for a second. We did some of this because prior to update 4, we're just out of distance. And I know this is not the exact... So I think we could move... What if we did move things up here? What if we did? What if we did? So actually, we'll just get things going as we have a day left before the end of the drought, or the beginning of the drought. Oh, I wish it was the end of the drought. That would be so beneficial. As you can see here, we got some bots and we got free beavers, so we're fine. Everything's fine. Well, we've unemployed beavers because, well, there should be jobs here. We can make these second high priorities, so those can be built, hopefully, very quickly. Come on, build. Well, what if... Okay, here's the thing. I have this storage down here. I could put another... Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Waste not, want not. We are going to dynamite this area. Ooh, little lag there. There we go. And yeah, we'll put another engine right next to it. There we go. That's fine. So what we can do here, if we come up top, just a bunch of straight power shafts, intersection, intersection. It's all good. And then we can come right on top with some platforms, even better. And then what we can do is, I think we can squeeze in our oil press and put that right here. Where do we want to put it? Yeah, we can put it there. This little piggy, aka path, can go. And for now, we can do this. We can, we'll do that for now. We'll see if that sticks. It is tempting to, maybe come back and terraform all that in. But for now, it's fine. It is fine. Actually, what is not fine is I don't think we prioritized any of this. This must be built. We need all that built, please. Go, go, go. Well, that can be a regular party. Yes, that'll be fine. What is not fine is we actually do not even have pathing to these guys here. So there we go. There we go. Everyone should now be happy. And from a decoration point of view, we can at least do this, this, and this. Ooh, let's get rid of this. That little extra path we don't need. There we go. All right. This will look better soon. Soon. There we go. And some seating for these guys behind here. They should be happy. Though I had shrines before. You know what? Let's take that away. And let's come back in. And I think we had shrines. So we'll put a couple little shrines here. These guys can do their thing while they're waiting for food. Okay, so that can go. The drought is upon us. Not much we could do. That is filled up. That is good. Did we close all this up? That is all closed up. All closed up. Plenty of water overflowing. So that is what we're about to deal with now. So what I want to do, and since we have a lot of range freedom now, we're going to do some things. One of those things is finally detonating this. There we go. I don't know if you feel better, but I feel better. But let's also bring this right back up. Now, what I want to do is start building a larger reservoir. But this is going to be tiered. So what we can do is bring this up. And I don't have it fully planned out. I've got the concept in my head. But we are going to see how this will work in reality. Because the goal is, and the plan, and let's come here to water. We're going to unlock the deep water mechanical pump. Not the water dump, but the deep water. So what that will allow us to do is start 6 tiles deep, I believe is the maximum depth. And we're just going to have, the goal is any water that flows is not going to flow off the map. We're going to have a series of tiered reservoirs that are going to bring it up, push it through, back down, and around. So ideally, these guys are running all the time. Now, funny enough, we actually might need more power to have that power, but that is a future Sargon problem. But one of our problems here at the moment is the way I did some of these things here is we do need to get rid of a bunch of things I put here to get rid of these little trees here. So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so those are gone. We'll leave these things here to help get beavers around for the moment. And what I'm thinking is it's only going to be, I think, here. Yeah, we're gonna cut it right here for now. I think that's the game plan. So we can bring all of this up. Now, the trick is how high. Now, to make the pumps work, they need to fall over. So if we come up here, and actually what I might do is straighten this out at the same time and make this bigger. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make our lives a little easier. This can come up here. Same thing with this. We'll bring that up. So, and actually, don't build these yet. No. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We caught it. So if we put, I think there are 3 or 4 wide. I can't remember. We'll find out here. There are 3 wide. So if we put one here, ooh, excuse me, we can see how deep these actually go. So the water height, yeah, okay, so yeah, we've got a lot more landscaping to do because the goal is the water's just going to pump up. So in this chamber, the water, yeah, anything here. So I think what we'll do is that height. So we don't need to blow any stuff up at this point. So what we'll do is we can make this chamber this deep. And hopefully we can get the guys come from on high, which means is that what we want? Yeah, because that's the top. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is right. We'll find out together, folks. But we're gonna come on up. So from this point, we now need to kind of repeat the same thing. Oh, don't give me warnings. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. That's just rude. All right, or do I have this right? I think I have this right. Because... oh, do I? Because the water's going to come up. It's eventually going to spurt into here. So we need to bring it up. Okay, but the thing is, this does not need to be as high, because obviously then we're never, ever, ever going to get where we need to go. So while we're here, why don't we just come along and we're just going to start flushing some of this out a little further. Ooh, you know what we need to do too? Is we need to flush out these trees because they're kind of in the way of things. Yeah, see, those all need to go. And the same thing, if we're running our channels down here, we can get this kind of laid out for now. Oh, don't give me warnings. Don't need the warnings. What I need is my game plan to come together. So, but the plan is, and I'm going to have to take a moment here to figure things out. This is the high point. So 1, 2, 3, 4 off of this. Okay, so let's do some more of this. Maybe starting down here would have been a better idea anyways. So if we, autosave, 3, 4. So that needs to come like this. So that is 4 high. And what we can do is we can do this. And you know what, Sargon, if you also finish the 4 high. So this is a much bigger project because we want the water to come. And what we need to do is remove these things as a result of the save lag. There we go, gone. So the water's going to come in and it's going to hold here. And then we're going to want to pump it all the way up. So let me get rid of these trees and we'll be back here in a moment. Okay, so the trees are almost removed down here. You can see a bunch of beavers were like, finally, something to do again here from White Orchard. I assume these are all White Orchard beavers. Yeah, they appear to be. Yeah. I'm going to say yes. A good sample size there. So the other thing I'm going to point out while we're down here is I didn't move this over 1. And I'm not sure if it's 100% necessary, but we did it. It's done. It is what it is. So we're going to go with it. Now, the other thing I want to do while we're down here is I want to prioritize all of this. Well, yeah, sure. Why not? So now the thing that we're going to have a problem with, just the way this is being built, is how can I get all the terraformers to build in an orderly manner to get things done. So, you know what? Why don't we make this somewhat easier on ourselves? Is we're going to build out this way. And then I think with each cavern, we're going to have to figure out a way to give them access. Well, actually, you know what we should do? We're actually we're gonna take a little petite pause here because I don't think any of this is built at this point here. We're gonna come here. We're gonna undo all of that. Boom. Womp womp. Gone. Okay. So, but what we will do, we'll come back, and we will do it like this, so they can come up top, and we just got to get them up there. Now we have some already pre-built platforms, so why don't we just take advantage of that? And if we were to come and do a little of this, bit of a staircase thingy. I said staircase thingy. There we go, and some pathing. That should help. Now these poor beavers just, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Let's get rid of some of that pathing. They didn't need to get rid of all of that, but we do now probably. So that should help them get things done a little easier. Now, how many terraforming stations? Ooh, let's unpause this one. Yeah, let's get some bots employed here. We do have dirt here, here, and here. And they can get up there. It's just a bit of a walk, for sure. As you can see, yeah. Here comes a bot all the way around. It's fine. You know, thanks update 4, not a problem. Ooh, we have some beavers coming up here as well. So that's good news. Now, I think what we're going to have them do before we even cut off this area. Oh, they're probably going to come in. Yeah, they're going to come in and get what they can done here. But we're probably going to have to build some staircases. These guys will be able to drop one forward, but nothing more. Now, I could build a bunch of bridges, but there's so much to do here because from underneath a bridge, they can drop directly underneath, but not to the sides. So I don't really think that's going to be advantageous for us at this point, but this is going to be fine. So, well, you know what? I prioritize this, and they can't really get to it yet. Now, if I was to come down here, do a little zigzag, even though that's prioritized, they should be able to come down and get that now. And then here, what we can do is do this. So now we're starting to get things in shape as to what they need to be as a minimum. And what I'm thinking is here is where we start building this out. So what we can do is come right along there. And this is where it starts coming up. So if we come in here, so we could do this. Now, what I'm not sure is what's the most efficient, but I should also look to try to make this somewhat the same shapes or same size of reservoirs as they come up. So let's see if we can figure this out. We'll kind of ignore the bottom. So this is where all the water is going to flow and collect, and if it happens to flow over at this point, it is what it is. But for now, the water's going to come down here, it's going to collect, and we're going to push it up layer by layer. So let me just do a quick count here somehow. So why don't we take these guys? We can kind of go over things. So that is, maybe we can try to do like a 10 by 10. So including this wall to just before the next wall. Can we try to do that? So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be Now just for new marking. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oop. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do this as a new marking. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, and actually, you know what? Oh, please don't. Now, the one thing, we can prioritize things. I wish I could do a mass pause because right now I'm doing this to mark stuff out. So, wow. Yeah, please don't build these. We don't want these here. But they're like, can we build something, please? Pretty, please? Okay, so that's 10, 10. That's 30 units. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Was that bang on? Oh, that is darn near bang on. So we might even fix that. Now the question is, do I fix the larger reservoir? Or do I move things down 2, right? Because let me do the double checking of the math. Okay, so yeah, those are all units of 10. Now I'll point out this is 2 further because the wall ends right here. So basically, we need to move everything down by 2. So let me pause all this so nobody builds anything, please. That would be, once again, not what we want our beavers to do. Although we get most of the supplies back, but no need. Okay, so what we are going to do is we're going to mark those as 2. We're going to undo these, I guess, just to do 2 so we can clearly see the change of heights. These 2 here, we can mark with 3s, but please don't build those. These here, we're going to mark as 2. Please don't build those. And now what we're going to do is come down here. And this needs to come out this far. Once again, please don't build those. And now that is the start of things right there. So now you can kind of see, oh, please don't, once again, please don't build these. Be 2 random platforms sitting there, and now the beavers are going back home, all dejected, because I'm mean. Yes, I am. So I think that is going to work out. So that means we're going to have, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, basically 5 reservoirs. So if I'm doing it right now, units of 10, that means this, ooh, this is a big build order. Just make sure. That is where that can stop for now. Got to figure out all the heights. All the heights. Man, this is big. Complex. Well, complex. It's just simple math at the end of the day. So there we go. That is this layer. Actually, let's just kind of mark it out here. So this is the start of the next chamber. There we go. And then once again, we have another chamber that starts right here. I think that's the right spot. I'm going to go with it. Yep. Oh, no. Yep, no. Yeah, no. Okay, that's got to come over one. Now, it doesn't actually mean that these guys aren't needed, but the objective at the moment is let's mark where these guys need to go, and that is right here. There we go. And then the next one is right next to the path. There we go. So if we were to do that now, we have an option of building these right on top. But since these are the iron teeth, and I want to make sure I have flexibility, we are going to build them on top. So that will get all the water pumping through there. So how high should this next chamber be? Maybe 2 higher? So the fact of the matter is, what is that, 1 high? Let's do 2 higher. Will that get us where we need to be? So then that's same height. 1 higher. 2 higher. That is now. That is the correct height. So that is 1 higher. That is 2 higher. That is now the same height. That is now 1 higher. That is now 2 higher. And then from there, oh, don't think I need that, right? No, this is going to come all the way up to this height at this point. I think. I could, yeah, you know what? Yeah, this should be fine. Because this is not, this wall is actually does not really need to be that high. But it needs to be, oh no, that's not going to work. Yeah, just 2 higher. And that's just going to cascade all the way down. Good job, Sargon. Good job. So I think what we need to do then is we need to rethink what 2 higher actually means. So if we were to do this way, and we come in here, that now we have options. Right now these are 10 units apart. I could cut them in half or change up the sizing. But if we were to do this, that means this is all filled in like to this height. Oh. So that is a 3-unit deep chamber at this point. And all this just gets higher. You know what? I feel like, and I'm sure you're sensing the same thing, there's something wrong with the plan. So let me take a moment here to, well, when I say plan, what we're building. We are building the reservoir as we're flying the plane. That's what's going on here. Give me a second. Well, there have been a few changes since we last spoke. I did spend some time trying to figure things out, which, note to self, try to remember to do that ahead of time. But let me point a few things out. We do actually now have this wall built. So it's going to hold a lot of water in, and, you know, it will overflow off the map as this basin does fill up. But as you can see, that hasn't happened yet. So, because that's just got itself completed. And speaking of completed, or well, not completed, is this. It is underway. It is a massive, massive project, which I'll show you the design in a moment. But I do want to point out, I did expand this area out. I filled it in with terrain blocks, and I built 2 more terraforming stations because, well, we have all this. And in fact, I will probably see if I can find some spots to put some others. You might be like, hey, Sargon, you've got plenty of space. What's up? Well, I have plans, and I don't really want to build terraforming stations where I'm just going to have to tear them down again. So, because they're darn expensive to build. So, but we have a total of 4 here in White Orchard, and like I say, we'll probably add some more because this is going to take some effort. You know what? Maybe I should look at maybe sneaking one over here as part of White Orchard, and then I can change it with a district gate. Yeah, because if I want to develop this in any sense or form, it needs to be another district. Even with the update for it, that is, well, technically not a bridge too far, but man, it is a long haul. And actually, speaking of long haul, I'll show you here. You can see here how red it gets. Red, red, red. So, yeah, that's a big, big deal. So the other thing I'm going to point out is over here in Gundarak, I have built these dirt storages so that, you know, as we go between the district crossings, they can get that dirt much quicker because it is needed. In fact, you can see it's not even making a dent. Now, I do have a hauling post here as well. So that's going to help immensely as, you know, that comes in. There's just more haulers, and I probably should see if I can figure out a way to put some more dirt piles. Yeah, this is our limiting factor here at this point. We just can't keep it. You know, dirt comes in, dirt goes out. Dirt comes in, dirt goes out. So it is what it is, but it's fine. So now the other thing before we see our design, we're going to zip over here. You can see we have this area all properly built out. We've got the oil press going, our fermenting stations, all good, our 3 food factories. But why don't we take advantage of being able to detonate a few things before we leave? We'll come in here and we will grab another engine. In fact, it looks like we need to do a little more landscaping, which I know it is a tough pill to swallow, but we're just gonna have to blow some things up before we leave. So let's prioritize the dynamite. That can get built, second high priority. As you can see, under the old regime, this would have been 1 step too far, which, you know, it's like, yeah, I could go do it. And they're like, no, this far, no farther. But now they can go. So 1 step too far, or 1 step further, I should say, is not a big deal. So that's fine. So let's see if we can speed things up and get somebody, anybody, to bring us some explosives. Hello, Bueller? Explosives? Anyone? This is highly rude. There are explosives in Rivia proper. That is now a high priority. Okay, they got the call. They got told. So that should be good in the morning here. Oh, you know what? And we are... Oh, that's embarrassing. We are, you know, off. Oh, my goodness. Overhead view, Sargon. Let's do this right. So let's prioritize that. They'll come there in the morning. And maybe we will... No, maybe we'll just tuck these away. Not that I necessarily think that's we need to. But let's kind of just hide some of that for no good reason, except I think we've got some terraforming stations active over here. Yeah, there's one there. Of course, there are no terraformers here or bots in this. Oh, yeah, something to think about, Sargon. But what's the priority is let's go boom. Let's get some things going boom right here. Get that engine going. Now, and the reason why that's important, you can see we are just, well, wait a minute, we jumped okay, everybody's come to work. Wow, okay. We are 160 horsepower shy. So that is something we will fix here momentarily as we get the explosives. Here comes one more. And we just need another one. I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. Cut those off. Slow things down just a little. So I can do an intersection. Power shaft, and there you go. Okay. So that is well underway. But now let's just zoom all the way over here. And now you can see what's under construction. And why we've got all this scaffolding coming along down here. And let me show you the method to the madness. So these are 6 deep. And the fact is, when these guys come down, the bots coming down this side will be able to come in. And they will do the walls coming across. That's going to be their job. These bots can come up here, and as soon as they get 4 wide, 4 beavers or 4 bots can come in, sorry, and they can start working their way across and going, towards the end of the world here. So they got that. They are at the proper height, or they should be. I think we've got one off. Yeah, this one needs to come up one more level. And oops. Let's fix that. Rotate that. That's the one thing I'm not a fan of the train blocks. At times, it is hard to know what level you're at. So that's good. Now, I am going to come in here and fix these ones, because this is from the original build plan. But there we go. We can get rid of all these. And then I do have a path running through there, as you can tell, which I will get rid of. But for now, we've also missed one row. That's Sargon. Okay, there we go. Any deeper? No, we're good. So landscaping, terrain blocks. We can come in. And we can just make things at the right height. If we rotate around this way, there we go. So there we go. Although that is not right, Sargon. That is not right. And that's probably because, yeah, this wall is the wrong height. But the thing we need to keep in mind, so this is where we're going to lose a bit of symmetry, and maybe future Sargon, yes, I'm speaking to myself in the third person, we're going to come in and maybe we will expand things further this way so it's perfect symmetry. But that, if I put that pump there, that's right on the ground, and I want that one higher for a path to come through underneath. So we're going to put those up on platforms. And there you go. So they'll leave a little water in this channel, which I'm fine with. But now that's only technically showing 1 deep. So we're going to fix this and come down at a different height. I'll just show you this. This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that becomes 6 as soon as it's up there, which is fine. But this one we will have adjusted. So the plan is, for the moment, this does need to come in a little higher, which is fine. Well, it's fine, except it's not fine, right? It's fine until it's not fine. I don't want that 1 deep, because right now, if I do that and I put them up on the platforms, that'll be up 6 high and it'll be fine. But that would only be 1 deep. That is not good. And I think I want that 3 deep. So if I was to come, I think if I remove 2 layers, And then what we're going to do, we are going to go too high across. Well, I guess I need to make it that far at this point. Even though I could do a 3 high platform, I do want to have the pathing here. So that's perfect there. Well, except that didn't solve your problem, Sargon. That did not. So that's still only 1 deep. So we are going to come back, you know, try that again. We're going to remove all of this. Boom. And then I think what we needed to do is move 1 layer there, which means we can remove this here. So that's now 2 high. Let's go 3 high. Let's make that 3 high. Then we can remove these platforms. Like I say, I might come back, but I want to get this operating. So there we go. So that should be where we want to be. And that is 5 high. So we just need 1 high platform. And that should be working. Yeah, there we go. So that's fine. So we got a little bit to clean up. But I do want to show you, this is the stepped reservoir plan at the moment. Probably at least with 2 pumps per channel. So that's going to take some power, which don't worry, we'll get to. But for now, as night falls here on Rivia, I think this is where we will say goodbye. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.